I'm Dan Gukin. As your Coeur d'Alene City Councilman, I've never voted for a property tax increase. That's a promise I made 8 years ago, a promise I've kept, and a promise I'll keep for the next 4 years. As a proven fiscal conservative, my record is clear. No property tax increases. I've even offered budget cuts because I know the budget inside and out. I'm a fiscal hawk. Last year, my proposed budget cuts were approved, which resulted in a 0% property tax increase.
Mr. Mayor, thank you. So I have distributed to the clerk and to council a list of proposed 2018-19 budget cuts, which would bring our property tax increase down to 0%.
All right, so roll call on that.
English,
No.
Ettinger,
Yep.
Evans,
No.
Miller,
Yes.
McEvers,
Wait, I want to abstain? No. That's a Ron move, Ron.
Gukin,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
This year, sadly, my cuts didn't receive a second. I was the only council member to vote against the 3% property tax increase, which you'll see on your November tax bill.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Dan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's been a lot of discussion recently about affordable housing. And when you talk about affordable housing, you got so many moving pieces, you just can't really nail it down to one thing. One of the moving pieces is the cost of government. And I would like to think that I do my best and try my hardest to keep the cost of government down in my role as councilman. So I will be opposing this increase. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing no other discussion, roll call, please.
Evans,
Yes.
McEvers.
Yes.
Gukin,
No.
English,
Yes.
Ettinger.
Yes.
Motion carried.
For 15 years, I've been looking at the city's budget, long before I was elected.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and Council. I attended the city's budget workshop last week, July 28th, and during the meeting, Council was presented with opportunities for setting the amount by which property taxes would be raised for next year's budget. The city usually takes the maximum increase allowed, which is 3%. At the workshop and during an earlier budget presentation by the city's financial director, a 2% increase in property taxes has been suggested. I respectfully submit to the council that this amount is too high and would urge you to take a 0% increase for next year's budget.
My passion for this issue is real and consistent, and with your vote on November 5th, I shall continue to represent the taxpayer on the Coeur d'Alene City Council and fight for a 0% property tax increase every year. That's my promise. Vote Dan Gukin, Seat 3. Thank you.